Well, I went ahead and started attacking this alternator pulley, man. This thing is ate up. I mean, it's the problem with it being made out of plastic. It's like a composite plastic. You can see where the grooves were all grinded up from the belt slipping and getting hot, and then causing, the pulley to start wearing. I got the bolt off for the pulley. I just wedged the screwdriver in there to stop the spindle from spinning, and went ahead and cracked the bolt. Like I said, you can just drop the side of the panel off to access this alternator. It's not too bad. Same thing with the air compressor. Even though you don't need to do that, drop the side panel off to get the air compressor out, or to get the alternator out. You don't have to drop the side panel, but since I was just changing the pulley, this makes life a lot easier. So we're gonna go ahead and snatch it off. I got the old pulley down here in the box, Thermo King. So we just go ahead and wiggle that off. Like I said, you can see this thing is all messed up. Plastic, man. Why would they make this like this? Look at that. It got hot and started warping, and it was just tearing my belts up, man. So the new ones, it's metal. That's what we want. Heavy too. And comparison, they're about the same width. Oh, they're the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this back on and buttoned up. So I just finished putting that pulley on. Had everything apart pretty quick, but ended up turning into a doozy because it was one of the mountain bolts for the alternator. The bottom bolt stripped out, and I had to find something else to use, and luckily I had some spare bolts and nuts in the truck that I was able to make fit by putting the bolt and the nut through the hole and getting it to work that way. Can't stress enough, man, you gotta have knick-knack stuff like that on your truck, because otherwise when you're in these little situations, you could be sitting down for something so minor. And y'all know I hate idling my truck, and I had to deal with it. I knew I needed to change that pulley, and it had got to the point where it just started eating up my belts. Like in less than a month, it was going through a belt. So it just happened to pop on me while I was out on the road. I was actually in the bunks laying down, and midday broke. And then once that thing broke, AC is off and all that. So I had to run the truck in the meantime until I could get to service the APU. By the time I got to shut down for the night, it was 1 o'clock, and I've been dealing with that since roughly 2:30, and here it is like 4:30 now. It's a good thing I'm early. I had a schedule. My delivery is for Friday, but for the 13th. So yeah, that's Friday. And so I can actually sleep in a little bit late. I'm about, give or take, about 5.5 hours away from my drop, and I really didn't want to be driving 5 hours tomorrow, but I'm going to definitely get my sleep in, and whenever I get up and get rolling is when I get rolling. At this point, I don't even care anymore. So, you know, it is what it is. It was just ended up being a rough night just anyway. It was some other little stuff going on that I had to deal with, you know, and it just turned out to be a rough night, and I ain't even sleep yet. So everything else is back up and running. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a night, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later.